Santa Maria.
Bro, I mean, prestige worldwide.
I'm watching Fred just bob his head the whole time, like, yeah, buddy. All right, welcome, LSFL family. It's time for Inside the LSFL.
Yeah.
And we had a really interesting week, to say the least. Indeed, the AFC came back a little bit this week. Interesting. The Overwatch is still on. A lot of things to discuss. Let's get to our introductions. Welcome to the studio, Mike the Straw Hernandez.
What up, fellas? How's it going, crew? Where's Gregory at? Oh, that's right. He took his daughter.
Gregory is. The juice is loose on 417 at this moment. Nick, you got Philandered Macaronis. Welcome to the studio.
Oh, indeed I did. Yeah. Good evening, gentlemen. I'm sure I'm going to hear it tonight.
Oh, yes.
Yes. We just getting warmed up. All right. Fred, the Jester Reyes, welcome to the studio.
I come on the show just to be on this show right here.
Jose, just so you're aware, sir, we can take it just as good as we can give it. All right, we are going to start with a stat check. Nom, nom, nom. It's time for the stat check. I didn't forget it this week. All right, so the power rankings. Brooklyn Jesters 4-0 and nasty. How about the NFC North resurgence from last year? Because at number 2, the Bronx Bombers is an OBJ substitute away from being 3-1, but is 4-0. I had to throw that in there, Mike. Number 3, New York Dragons 3-1. NFC North, like I said, has resurged to the top of the LSFL world. Number 4, Dallas Grimace 2-2. Number 5, Bronx Jets 6. The Rattlers with a surprising win over number 7, Pennsylvania Predators. 8-8, Boston Massacre suffered a loss this week. The Bucks at number 9, Sharks at number 10, Goats at 11, and the El Dorados at number 12. Guys, I already know what we're going to hear, so we'll start with Mike. Any thoughts on the power rankings?
No, not really. I mean, everybody just kind of stayed. We're surprised a little bit, I guess, but no, not. It's still early. You know, what's funny is that we were talking about it earlier is that the whole NFC division, our division is like we didn't even start our season yet. We still are at the same point we did when we first started the season. You know, Greg's one game behind us, even though we haven't lost the game. So I don't even know what to make of it.
Like I said, that's the very glaring thing on the power rankings. 1, 2, 3, NFC North. Fred, atop the power rankings again, staying where you're at. What's your thoughts?
Oh, wow, man. Wow. I don't think now, Mike, is the time, I think I mentioned last week, where you got to start looking further. We're already a quarter through the season, 4 games in. You're 0-4 or 1-3. Now you may have an issue, especially in our conference. So, you know what I keep thinking about? How we all voted for that playing game. So let's say me and you make it. Let's say somebody from the other division, Greg would be playing the playing game.
But that's exactly, though, and I'm glad you brought that up, because that is a good point to bring up, because you're a fitting example of why that works. Because in any other year, Greg with a good team may have been slighted out because he's with 2 good other good teams. So now he's got an opportunity to make his way in the playoffs. Now it's early, like you said, a lot of things can play out. But again, that's a good point that you guys brought up. Nick, how about you, sir? Any thoughts on going down a little bit in the rankings?
No, I'm just happy I didn't go down anymore. And I'm happy that my whole division is 500. So I am still in the game. but I am surprised. I do want to talk about AJ. He's not doing well. I wish he was doing better because we all like AJ. But he's got to either make a trade or his team's got to make up some really big point dividends.
Zach Moss is on the block.
Oh,
Yeah,
is he?
right.
I want him.
He's breaking
Big.
trade news live on the air. Real quick, I wanted to bring up, because Nick, I know you mentioned, you didn't want to go any farther down. And it kind of brought something to mind that, back in the day, before I was married, you ever have that girl that you call, and you just know, like, it's like, yeah, that one, you're like, yo, we're going to hook up, That's kind of like you in this league for me. So this week, I'm about to make another phone call and about to drop that bomb on you, sir. All right, let's go to this week. The AFC is 3-3 against the NFC. So a bit of resurgence this week, believe it or not. The NFC leads, however, the season 7-17. Ugh.
Whoa.
Nasty.
Whoa. And damn.
That's
the NFC North saved the NFC this week, fellas.
All right, so guys, I have a surprise guest for you guys tonight. You know me, like to throw surprises. Let's welcome the team of the week and X King of the North, Dallas Grimacer. Welcome in. Tell us, sir, your thoughts on becoming team of the week this week.
Oh, I see your teeth.
It's been an interesting season for everybody, I think. We've had a lot of surprise players, a lot of busts so far. I know, me, along with a couple others, have been tweaking lineups week to week. I should have beat Mike a couple weeks ago, but because I tried to get too cute in my lineup, I blew it. So I think we're finally seeing the capability of what my team can finally do, and I'm pretty damn happy with it.
I don't think you blew it. I think you blew a fucking light bulb. Get the fucking light, bro.
Yo, son, I'm out here in the dark.
I can't see shit, man. Look like a fucking crackhead.
Yeah. he had to join us at work. He took his time off of his break at work to join us. So we do appreciate it. So any other further thoughts going forward for you, Ken, on this season and the AFC as a whole?
Yep, that's it.
Look at that face. Look at that face.
It is very plump.
Only a face that a mother could love. Look at that. He looks like a grimace. Holy shit.
Look at those cheeks.
It's the fucking grimace. He's the logo. What the fuck?
Hey, listen. All right, there he is. All right, he's back.
I had some technical difficulties too.
We had a good laugh at your expense, though.
I'm sure you did. I would expect nothing less.
Oh, this is great. Oh, my goodness. All right. There he is. All right.
There we go.
All right. All right. Before you go out again, final thought.
I'm good now.
Final thoughts on you think of the AFC in general going forward, and thoughts on your team going forward as well.
Man, it's been an interesting year. Our records look like the NFC in past years, so it's a little weird to see. Usually we're the ones running ahead, and they're all trying to play catch up. And this year it's kind of the other way around. I mean, when Jose's leading your division, that says a lot about you guys. That's all I got to say about that one. But I mean, we're 4 weeks in. I mean, a lot could happen between now and the end of the season. I'm kind of shocked how abysmal the AFC records look at the moment. You got guys. I mean, look at my division alone. I mean, Mark's in last place. That's shocking. Like,
it is bad.
I feel everyone had a pretty, minus one or two teams, I won't say their names, had a pretty competitive draft. So, I mean, I think going into the situation, it looked, it was anyone's ball game from the get-go. I mean, a lot of people had some questionable things to say about certain teams or certain ways people drafted. No names or anything, y'all getting at me about Kyle Pitts all of a sudden, though. Not just one preview, though. So, I mean, like, it is what it is. Like, I'm excited for the rest of the season. I like the way, like, me personally, I like the way my team stands right now. I think I finally, I dropped Burrow, but I got 2 solid quarterbacks now. I mean, Sam Darnold's playing his ass off, which is great. I had a 20-minute conversation with Greg on Sunday before the games about Cordero Patterson, of all people, and look at him right now. I believe he's the number 2 fantasy rated running back, which is insane to me. But, I mean, how's Mike Davis working out, by the way, Freddie? Just curious.
I don't have him. Fuck him. I told you.
Oh,
I knew
I
it.
thought you did. My bad.
No, sir. I knew that was gonna. He was going. Trajectory was like this end of last year.
So yeah, I mean it's an early season. There's a long way to go still, but I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking to see what everyone brings to the table. I like my start off in the Dynasty League too. I'm sitting at 3-1. David Montgomery going down is going to hurt me for a couple weeks, but I think the rest of my team is strong enough to make it through. I mean, shit, I've only had T. Higgins play 1 week, and he's sitting on my bench. But, I like my looks in that league as well. But, the Granddaddy League takes them all, and that's the one where the bragging rights really stand right now. And, I'm looking forward to what the rest of the season has. I like my chances right now. I can definitely say that. I think after last year's debacle with injuries and the whole 9, like I think it's to see a 3-headed running back, my finally come through for me. Oh, I'm sorry, Mike. Is that a problem? Like, wow.
My bad. You were just rambling about some bullshit.
Oh, I'm sorry. Are you butthurt over there? That's what it sounds like right now.
No, I'm not butthurt. We haven't heard your fucking season, so you score a lot of points. Go back inside the fucking restaurant.
I told you, call me at 3:30 in the morning.
You got motherfuckers waiting in line for their food. Go serve that shit.
Oh man. You guys,
you're tied with fucking Jose. Stop talking.
All right, we're gonna first place. All right, I want to be here all night. All right, so you guys got any final thoughts for Ken before we do our breakdown of last week?
Yeah, Ken, you're fucking great. You're 2-2 with the Goats and Bucks.
Mike, anything to add to your former king?
I can. Take your ass whooping. You came through the north. Take your ass whooping. Keep it moving. Whatever you got left going on in the FC.
You're gonna see us soon.
Thank you. Come again.
I still got a beat down waiting for Freddie, so it's good.
We're gonna find out.
Ken, we appreciate you joining us, sir. Get back to your guest, and congrats on your team of the week, the first one for 2021.
Thank you, sir. You guys have a good night. Enjoy the rest of the show.
You too, brother. Appreciate you.
Thank you.
All right, let's start with this week's breakdown.
Don't stop, get it. Don't stop, get it. That pussy, rock that pussy, work that pussy.
I was gonna slow it down a little bit next, like, oh.
I'm glad I turned it off.
All right, I was about to start grinding, like.
All right, let's start with the breakdown of last week's games. And, again, let's start with the Sharks getting off the schneid finally. 1-3, 118 to 102.3 to the Boston Massacre. The Sharks had a good day from Dak Prescott, 28.9, Derrick Henry, 22.7, and James Robinson, Thursday night, 19.6. Nick, Aaron Rodgers, 26.6, Metcalf, 12.5, and Kamara with 12 points. Mike, your thoughts on this matchup?
So, this matchup, I didn't have much confidence in Nick K anyway. I didn't like much of his matchups. Davis, we were just making fun of. all season long. So Aaron Rodgers, he did call out that he said Aaron Rodgers was going to have a good game, and he had 26 points. That wasn't right, but I mean, Chase only got him 7. Mike Davis with his track. I mean, he got 100 points. Nick K did, but you were able to get a lot out of Robinson. He set you up perfectly, so it was a good win. I mean, I don't think anyone else besides you and Nick were paying attention to it because it don't mean shit, but it was good.
Yeah, I know. It's funny. I want everyone to play the tape back when I asked Mike how he's feeling about the power rankings and just how awkward he feels being on top. Like he just doesn't know what to do or how to place himself. It's like he's just uncomfortable. It's cool, bro. You're good. All right, Fred, your thoughts on this matchup?
Is what you've been now? Here goes my only concern: is what you were saying all year really happening with Alvin Kamara? I mean, well, I'm gonna look back, but I don't think he scored big yet, and that's pretty scary. That you're not using the best player in your team to go through the offense. So, like I've been messing with Nick the whole time, but I mean, 2-2 is not looking good. And I think he's last in his division behind Nick and the Jets. Oh, they're all tied probably, but it's just not looking good.
Yeah. Do you know how many targets Alvin Kamara had last game? 0. That's a problem.
So that's the problem. So, yeah, you're still running the ball. What happened to a little dinks dunks? Let him try to break for the long run. It's not happening.
If you listen to TSS Fantasy, I would have told you why, because Jameis Winston don't dump down. He throws down hell or high water. That's what I told you. That's what's happening. Flanders, what you got?
Well, also on that note is that in those situations down by the goal line, they're giving it to Taysom Hill. So he's stealing a lot of the carries and a lot of the big points for Kamara. Nick, if everyone had a crystal ball, life would be easy. But if you would have played Hunter Renfrow, you still would have lost. Okay, never mind. I'm sorry. It's just you just got beat. It happens to all of us. Happened to me this week. I should have won, but we'll get into that later. It just was not your week, and I hope next week isn't your week either, because I want to win and I want to beat you. So,
yes, he does. And speaking of crystal balls, we don't need to wait much longer at all. Let's get into that matchup. The Miami Rattlers shocking the LSFL world with a big victory, 88.5 to 83.25 over the Pennsylvania Predators. I did it to you on the show. I won't do it to you here, but you definitely deserve a dumbass for starting the Carolina defense against the Cowboys. I don't even need to get going on about that. Matt Stafford for the Rattlers, 22.1 points, and McLaurin, 24.3. Hollywood Brown got him 15.1 on the flex. That would top him off for his 3. Dawson Knox for the Predators, 15.7. David Montgomery, fortunately with the injury, 22.6. And Kareem Hunt with 14.6. Fred, your thoughts on this matchup?
I am devastated. No. When I was watching the first day Sunday, he was projected so much higher. And then gradually throughout the day. And then Monday Night Football, it all came crashing down, my friend. And last week I was like, Nick, I didn't say nothing bad about you. You got a solid team. And then I just ate shit. I just ate it. I don't know what happened.
I'm sorry. It was not by design. It's time to eat shit.
Your thoughts.
You know what I think the worst part is? Jose beat you with getting 1.3 points from his running backs.
1.3?
1.3 points from his running backs, and he beat you.
This is fucking unprecedented. I've never seen this before in the 20 years, 18. We've never seen this. That somebody winning without running backs. I've never seen this.
I'm at a loss.
I'm
That's what blows me away.
flabbergasted, man. This is bullshit.
Nick,
What do they call
Your
that?
thoughts.
What do they call it? The zero running back theory.
yeah, strategy,
it worked.
correct.
It worked this week. And again, crystal ball. If I would have played Matt Ryan, I would have won. If I didn't play Panthers defense, I would have won. And the reason why I played Panthers defense is because I had somebody going up against the Browns defense. So I didn't want to play them both. So, and Panthers defense was on a roll. So I made a bad decision, a couple of them. And Keenan Allen only got me 3.6 points. So, if you conflate all those, I had a bomb of the week. I will bounce back. Life is not over. The whole division's 2-2. So there are far less things than losing to Jose in fantasy football.
Bomb drop.
I could
Is
be
it
living
really?
in a disaster zone. You never know. It's fantasy
it-
football. Life will go on.
You are. That is right. Life will go on, but
First
That-
world problems.
That
That's the word
sounds like
First world
somebody who just lost. All right, let's
Oh,
go
well, you know
on
about that,
to
now, wouldn't
the
you?
Brooklyn Jesters 4-0. Wow, nasty. 105.9 to the Goats. 83.25. 1-3 for the Goats. Oh, I forgot to pull it up so I can rattle off the Kyler Murray 25.3 for the Jesters. Buffalo Bills defense 33 points. We talked about nobody being big on defense. That was a big get for you this week. And that Jester train keeps going along. Jonathan Taylor 17.4. Goats.
welcome back.
Goats 23.5. He just played Miami, no big deal. Debo Samuel 27.7, and Diggs looks like rounded you out at 11.4. Let's go to Nick on this one. Your thoughts on this matchup?
Mark, in all sincerity, if I were you, I would try and get off of Miles Sanders. He's not doing you any favors. He's been a disappointment every week. I even had high hopes for him coming into the season, but he's not doing you any favors, and neither is that 49ers defense. So I would try and engineer a couple trades. You might want to play Trey Lance again this week because I think he's going to play for Jimmy G, if I'm not mistaken. Other than that, you really couldn't have done much more. And in all sincerity, I get rid of Miles Sanders.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know about getting rid of him. Maybe you want to stash him, but he definitely shouldn't be in your lineup. That's for definite sure. All right, so Mike, your thoughts on this one?
I mean, Mark continues to struggle. We all know that, but Freddie man still just solid, another 100 easy points. Still left 20 something between two different players. I mean, just Brooklyn doing what Brooklyn does this year so far. So we're just waiting to see how this pans out in the inner conference.
That's going to be so juicy. It's going to be. This is why I set the schedule up this way, fellas. Now you see the thought process, how this goes. Now you guys are lined up for a big showdowns coming up when that gets going. Fred, your thoughts on your win?
It was a great victory, man. I thought I was gonna beat him by more. My Josh Jacobs slid at the end, didn't get me much points, and Mike Williams didn't have that big week like he had previously. I'm glad it just happened at the right time. Kind of scared the first half. Herbert was going crazy the first half of the game. I was like, oh shit, this guy might drop 35, 40 points.
Mm-hmm.
And then we handed the ball off to Eckler and consistently did it. And I was a happy camper. I do got to say,
happy camper.
the Goats are not the Goats of the old. I don't know what's going on with him. Maybe you want to listen to these guys. That Homer shit of Debo Samuels, 49er defense, and Miles Sanders playing like shit. You really want to make a move. But be happy. The leader is the Grimace, and he's one game ahead of you. My objective is to go 6-0 through the AFC and build that big lead just in case I falter in the middle and end.
Yes, indeed. Well, you're certainly on your way. That's for sure. All right, keep it in your big division. The New York Dragons 3-1, 101.7 to AJ, the champ, 1-3, 90.55. Interesting to see how this has started off for AJ. The Dragons were led by Lamar Jackson, 22.6 points, Ezekiel Elliott, 20.3, and Clyde's Edward-Helaire. Getting spicy for the Dragons this year, Mike, 17.4. Russell Wilson for the Bucks, 24 points. DJ Moore, 23.9. And then Justin Tucker ended up being your third guy at 11. That's when you know it's a problem. Mike, your thoughts on that matchup?
I think that Greg's got to be feeling good about CEH's progression. I mean, he's getting better and better, and it's going to take that kind of balance from that Chiefs offense in order for that team to win because their defense is trash. So if they're able to continue to feed CEH, I think that's going to be the difference for Greg. If he doesn't have that reliable second running back, which I don't really see he does, this might not be sustainable. So you're going to have to really start talking about when the bye weeks come up. I mean, I think out of our division, Greg has a harder time because he has to face both me and Freddie, and he doesn't have the depth that we do. And I'm just being real.
Yeah, so
keeping it real.
The bye weeks are coming up, so you're actually right on point because that's when depth is really an issue. So we're going to see. Fred, your thoughts?
Yeah, Greg has just been playing lights out. To me, it's more about the Bucks than about Greg. I thought coming out of the draft that he had a really good draft, and to see him right now at 1-3, I mean, it's pretty rough. Once again, he's in the same position as the GOATs. They're only one game behind. They have the division coming up, so I mean, I would tell AJ he's gonna make some kind of tweaks somewhere, because if your kicker is your third place scorer,
never good.
You need help. It's never good.
Indeed. Nick, your thoughts?
For AJ, I see he's got Wilson and Jalen Hurts. Wilson averages 25 points a game. Hurts averages 27.7. He's got two hot commodities there. I think at this point he needs to pick one and try and trade the other one to get somebody back to give him some depth at either running back or tight end, because Cook, he had 16 and 14 weeks 1 and 2, did not play week 3, and had 4.4 week 4. So it would be my suggestion, and far be it for me to take advice from me, but I would choose one of them and try and get a big trade, because you got to do something at 1 and 3, especially.
I really like Gainwell, and in fact, I sent him a trade request for Gainwell. So apparently, AJ likes him as much, so he didn't.
But he was on his bench.
He's making his case right now.
He's got pieces. He can make a move, but.
Yeah, AJ's not a big trader. We know that but I mean, nobody fucking trades with me. So what are you gonna say? All right, so until he loses, and just because I like this little clip, let's go on to the next game and the Bronx Bombers.
Bomber drop.
All right, I just like that. Until you lose, we're going to play that every time we talk about your team. All right, the Bronx Bombers continue 4-0, 106.1 to 82.25. The 0-4 El Dorado still now in the Overwatch. The Bronx Bombers led by Pat Mahomes, 34.5 points. Saquon Barkley, 24.6. Mike was listening. TSS. Daryl Anderson, 11.6. And for the El Dorados, a lot of average Joes for this performance. Jared Cook led you with 13 points. You had, it looks like, Tyler Boyd with 11.8. It's not PPR, so it didn't pan out for you. And Kenny Galladay with 11.6. Yes, indeed. All right. I'm sorry. And yeah, it's just not looking good for the El Dorados right now. On the Overwatch, you got it up, Fred. Let's talk about it. What do you think of this matchup?
Oh, well, Mike was super balanced. I mean, just the way you want it. You have your quarterback, 2 top running backs, boom, 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 leading the field. What else can you ask for? Mahomes, 35, Barkley right after, 25, Henderson right after. I mean, don't get me wrong. If your tight end is outscoring your running back and your quarterback, not really a good thing unless it's Travis Kelce. It's not Cook, you know. He's in real trouble. He is in real trouble. I don't care that he's in his division is not that good. He is just not good. You need a trade. Like, you are not good, my man. Like, do something. You really need to do something. But, you know, you can keep holding out hope that you're going to win something.
Greg, don't do anything. I wouldn't listen to that advice at all. Mike, your thoughts on – oh, I'm sorry. Nick, your thoughts on this matchup. My bad.
Yeah, Craig, I would dump Baker. Baker has not gotten you anywhere close to his projections every week. He's only averaging 16.4 for the season, and the highest he's gotten is 19.6. He's only got 2 touchdowns on the season. He's not helping you at all. I would go with Tanny and try and get maybe a 3-way deal. Look at your bench. You got 3 players on the bench right now. You are suffering from injury and ineptness, and you need
ineptness. I like that word, ineptness.
Seriously, and it's nothing personal, but it's flipping away quick. And Cooper's ready for the pounce, so you better get something done like ASAP.
You are suffering from ineptness. You are suffering from ineptness and victories.
Craig, real quick, my man. The fact that you went with Baker Mayfield over Tanny, bro, and your ineptness, you deserve it.
Dumbass. Thank these. Dumbass. Stupid.
He said stupid.
Mike, let's hear your thoughts. Feeling 4-0, feeling good, atop the LSFL world. How you feeling?
I mean, it's good to get 4-0. You know, that was we take care of business on a 0-4 team or 0-3 team. So I mean, we just had to get that win for sure. But I mean, we got a lot of work to do. Our whole division is just a mess, man. We're all starting from the beginning still. Just got to win the next game.
I did fail to mention something. I don't mean to cut you off, Mike. Nick Kaligarakis, the bet. I didn't remind you the first 4. This is the 4th week now. Yes, you're not at the bottom for that $100, but you're damn close. But you're damn close to losing the 150 to me. So make sure your ass don't lose both them bets.
All right, we'll have to highlight those though in a stat check next week. So make sure you remind me. We'll bring them up. The bet part 2. All right, let's go on to our final game to analyze. And we had him on a minute ago, feeling sowing his oats. The ex-king of New York, the Dallas Grimace, demolishing the Jets, 156.15 to 95.3. Bro, that was nasty. We got Sam Darnold. He brought him up. I mean, we brought him up on the show. I think he was, if I can't remember what time I had, 5'6", right now at quarterback. Pretty nasty. 34.55 points. Austin Eckler, you brought him up, 26.5. And Cordell Patterson, he listened to TSS Fantasy way back in week 1 and picked him up, 29.6 points. On the Jet side, I guess he did all his damage last week against me, of course. 22.5 for Josh Allen. Tyreek Hill went off for him, though, 36.6. And then Chase Edmonds with 13.9. He did have an injury to Logan Thomas, so that, of course, affected him as well. However, my friend, the Jets, after being Team of the Week, you're now the SWAT of the Week.
Come on and come on, everybody know me. I'm the class clown all around, and every day they hold me. It was hilarious.
Another week, another SWAT of the week. Eric, thank you for the fly swatters from last year. We made this one especially pretty for you because you got your ass handed to you by the Grimace. So, Eric, down by 60 points. You should be ashamed of yourself.
All right, Fred. One thing I'm going to ask for future reference. I forgot to ask you today. Tell Christine to do it this way, so I got more room to put stuff on.
Yeah.
All right?
Okay, this way. I got you.
Little tip. All right, Nick. What do you think of this matchup?
Wow. Ken caught lightning in a bottle this week. I hope he doesn't do it this week, the following week, because I play him.
Oh, shoot.
Right, exactly. I'm gonna run into a buzzsaw. I'm not gonna give him any advice, so I will respectfully decline, sirs.
All right, it guys sounds like you're scared. Is what it sounds like. Mike, your thoughts?
A little bit. I'm not gonna lie.
Listen. I'm gonna tell. I was gonna get my words out while he was live, but I was trying to be nice. But homeboy, this was just a fluke. You are not gonna be carrying anything, my guy. Not in that division, not in that conference. Certainly not in the postseason. So you can calm down with all that. AJ's gonna be better. The Invisible Bully's coming back. You got the AFC South, which is going to be trash, but it's still going to be a hard way to get to where you think you're going, homeboy. So pump the brakes, relax, breathe, enjoy the rest of the season, but you ain't doing nothing.
Bomb drop.
That was a truth bomb for your ass. All right, Fred, your thoughts on that one?
I have to agree with the both of them. This guy hasn't came on this damn show until he scores 150 fucking points. Like, where the fuck have you been the whole season? I mean, the Jets. They had 95 points. Yeah, Logan Thomas hurt them. They're not the same Jets, but I said this shit last year at this time, and the Jets came back, and they came back hard. So I'm not going to talk too much shit until middle of the season this time to make sure I don't eat my words. But now I do want to say something. Grimace, we play fucking week 6, and you know I'm a betting man. So if you ever want to make a wager and you're feeling froggy, you let me know. Anytime.
The bets again. We'll have to see about that. That'll be interesting to say.
I'm trying to pay all my fucking leagues off. It's costs a lot of money, man.
Yo, Fred, mess around. Eric gonna be at your doorstep again, dropping L's.
You're gonna get a FedEx delivery here.
That's why I'm waiting this time.
Play with him.
All right, LSFL family, we appreciate you. Hope you appreciate us. Enjoy it. We'll talk to you on Friday for the LSFL Game Day Live. I finally can spit it out.
Why can't Nick K get on this show?
Why? Hey, I agree. Nick K, I've invited you several times. You can come on Friday, too.
His team is trash. That's why.
Wow, bro, that was pretty nasty way to close the show.
I gotta go if I get in trouble. I'll talk to y'all later.
Nick, come see you Friday night. See us Friday night. All right, guys, we appreciate you, and we are out.
We're on a mission, guys.